Takes a deep breath, backs up, sets up, and the kick goes off the arches. Off the arches. It will be a tie game. Middle of the second half, 10-10. Spring Hill will be receiving the ball. Troy setting up for the kick. It is 10-10. We're about halfway through this second half. Spring Hill setting up for the kick. Forwards are on the far right side. Backs are on the left. Troy setting up to kick. Milner is going to be making the kick. We're waiting on the ref to be able to. We're waiting on the ref to finish talking with Spring Hill head coach Justin Gonan. Looks like we got a pretty decent crowd out here for this Spring Hill Troy game. People just getting excited. Waiting still for the ref to finally figure out exactly what is going on, explaining to Troy at this point. Troy scrum half Eric Milner. And Eric gets the ball off. It is recovered by Spring Hill. Campbell passes out to Mitcher. Mitcher blazes past the outside center for Troy. Takes it on to the inside. And the score! That is Mike Mitzer on the kick return for Spring Hill College, putting the score up 15-10. Setting up for the point after, just getting it on the far right side of the field, taking it at the corner just at the hash marks. Mike Short's going to prepare for preparing for the point after. Looks like Ryan Flynn is back in the game after injury. Mike Short prepares, setting up for the kick, and the kick is good. It is 17. It is 17-10. Spring Hill takes the lead for the first time since the early first half of the game, when it was simply 5-3. Troy setting up for the kickoff. Spring Hill getting ready to receive. We have about, 10 minutes remaining in this game. As we prepared, Eric Milner for Troy setting up for the kick. And the kick is off. And it is recovered by number 18, Campbell. Spring Hill rucks over, or gets the ball out to Phillips. Phillips takes the ball out to Flynn. Flynn cuts inside, sets a stiff arm, passes out to number 12, Eneman, but it is a knock-on by Eneman, and it will be a scrum advantage inside Troy territory for Troy. Oh yeah, we have a scrum set up for Troy, setting up to take the scrum. Troy holding the scrum, and looks like Spring Hill takes the ball on the outside. Number 8, Campos, stiff arms Milner. I'm sorry, that was not Campos. That was number 18, Dan Campbell, with a stiff arm, but the ball goes into touch. It's going to be Troy ball inside their territory, about the 30-meter line. Fortuna setting up to throw the ball in for Troy. It's going to be a 3-man line out, 4-man line out for Troy. And number 5, Salary gets the ball. Troy gets the ball inside. It is a ruck. Spring Hill tries to recover the ball inside the ruck, but Campbell knocks the ball on the ground. It's going to be Troy ball just outside the 22-meter line inside Troy territory. As both these teams are setting up for the kick, setting up for the scrum. And scrum is engaged. And it looks like it will be Troy advantage still. And ball is out to Hessing. Hessing almost bobbles the ball to drop it, but there is a knock-on. It's going to be a scrum advantage to Spring Hill inside the 22-meter line in Troy territory. Looks like it is still a close one. Score is 17-10 as we come into the last 10 minutes of this match. It is scrum advantage, and we have a little movement inside the scrum. We have a little bit of movement in the scrum. Scrum is being reset. And scrum is engaged. And we have an 8-man pickup. Campbell takes the ball to the outside and is taken at the edge inside the 10-meter for inside Troy territory. Looks like you have Campos taking it down, and we have a penalty. It's going to be a knock-on ball against Spring Hill. It'll be Troy advantage inside their 5-meter line. As this has been a very close and very intense game in this last few minutes of this match. We have a scrum set up. Troy setting up to put in. We have five backs to the right, outside, far side right. We have one back to the far side left. Spring Hill gets control of the ball. Milner makes a tackle on the 8-man, and we have another penalty. This is going to be penalty advantage to Troy. As we set up for the scrum again. No, it will be a penalty advantage towards Spring Hill. And we have a collapsed scrum as it was attempted to be turned. Looks like both teams are getting up a little bit slowly after that collapsed scrum. And it looks like we have an injury on the field. Looks like number 3, Mike Short, is holding his head a bit. And we'll be back to figure out exactly what is going on. Want to keep up with rugby news in your region? Check out online YouTube show Grow Rugby. We will keep you up with what's going on in rugby in the United States. Check us out on Fridays or Saturdays. Watch Grow Rugby at www.youtube.com/GiftTimeRugbyNetwork. That's www.youtube.com/GiftTimeRugbyNetwork. We want to thank everyone who has taken the time to support the content that we have here on Gift Time Rugby Network. We want to be able to continue to bring you quality programming and news. We are always looking to find sponsors and advertisers, and if you're interested in bringing your business to the emerging rugby audience, please let us know. We have packages that are cost effective and efficient for your business. If you'd like to sponsor one of our programs, advertise with us, or just show your support in some small way. All right, it looks like we're back. Email us. It is still scrum advantage going towards Spring Hill. We are inside Spring Hill. We're inside Troy territory at the 5-meter line. Score is 17-10. Spring Hill is up on Troy. As we begin this last component of the game, ref is trying to set up for all teams, making sure that everyone is on side and is set to go. We are waiting for the scrum to begin. And we have scrum engagement. And scrum is in. Ward gets it out to Phillips. Phillips gets it out to Enneman. Enneman taking it out to the winger. And the winger is taken down immediately. Inside Troy territory, number 8 Campos tries to do a quick cut inside. And it is a score for Campos. Troy goes up 22-10 right before the point after. That is a score by Jacob Campos. Looks like Mike Short is setting up for the extra point.
I think they gave you the wrong. They flipped them. Short is number 1.
Oh, shoot. Okay. So, that's Wilkins?
Yeah, that's Wilkins.
Okay. Sorry, it is. All right. Connor Wilkins is setting up for the extra point. And Wilkins gets the ball up, and it is in. It is 24-10. Spring Hill up on Troy. All right. Troy's setting up for the kick off.